Robinson Arms Xcr L in 223. Been running this rifle for about a year. When I first got it, I wasn't too impressed with it. In fact, I thought I was going to probably send it along its way, especially after getting the Tavor and shooting it and upgrading the trigger. But this gun is starting to grow on me, especially after I found an incredibly accurate load. I'll go over the specifics of this rifle at a later date. But one of the big things about this rifle that I noticed right from the get-go that I really disliked, and that was what Robinson Arms is calling their fast stock. Yes, it's adjustable, it slides and it folds and all that kind of good stuff, but it's also not very stable. As you can see just by watching the end of it here, I'll slide it up. There's a lot of up and down movement and side to side movement, north-south movement, east to west movement. Not at all stable, not conducive at all for what the potential accuracy of this is from the bench. So we're going to upgrade it, we're going to fix it, we're going to swap it out to something else. Let's go over it and see what we need to do. Now, of course, the first thing you're going to need is an adapter. We're going to go for an M4 AR style of stock on this. You're going to need an adapter to fit on the end of the rifle's frame. And we have here, this is the Dlask. They're out of British Columbia. Very nicely milled out of hardened anodized aluminum. I'll put their website up. I think it's right around $68 Canadian for this. And it mounts right on. It also has the set screw for the cutout for the M4 tube. So you're going to need one of those. And of course you're going to need a tube with a castle lock, a castle nut, which we have here. This just happens to be a spike tube. And of course you're going to need a buttstock. And in this case we're going to use the CTR Magpul. This is the mil-spec variety with a mil-spec tube. So let's go over it and see how we do. Okay, you're not going to need many tools for this operation. I happen to have a DPMS AR-15 wrench just to tighten up the castle nut. You're going to need a 1/8 Allen wrench, and I'm using a number 2 Allen wrench as well for the set screw. These are really quite simple. You push this forward, open her up, and right in here there's the Allen wrench. We'll just go ahead and pop this fast stock off right now off camera. Now it just took a little bit of torque from this Allen wrench to break this out, and as you can see right in there is where it goes, and we'll just set this aside. So it's just a simple matter of lining this up as such, opening her up. As you can see, it fits right on there. Now I would suggest we pull this out, and let's put a little bit of blue thread lock on. This is thread locker blue from Permatex. It's the medium. I've had some real horror stories with guys using red, the heavy duty stuff, on their scope bases when it's time to swap things out, and it's just not a very nice thing. So we just pop that in, and as you can see, we're almost there. It's just that simple. Let's get this tightened up and see where we're at. So a such a long, thin Allen wrench here. We'll just put a small adjustable on it, give a little twist, and boom, we've got this torqued in with the thread locker. We should be golden. Now we can go ahead, put the rifle back together, and finish up with this. Now we're just going to get this screwed in all the way. Okay, now that's upside down, of course, so we can't go any farther. What we're going to do is we'll back off a half turn. We'll line up our cutout with this, and we'll just use the number 2 here We'll just torque that up. I should say not torque it up, but now guys, this is going to be a whole lot easier if you just used your ammo, your mag block, and put it in a vise. But just for showing you guys this, I'm doing it on the workbench. So that's locked in place. We take our castle nut, we tighten that up. We go ahead, we get this in here like this. And once again, this is, I'll throw this in the vise after and torque it down properly. We tighten her up there like that. I've just done that for the sake of expediting the thing on. Now let's throw our Magpul stock on. Now on this Magpul stock, this is a lockable one. You hit that in there and it locks it in, so you get no wiggle whatsoever. I really like that. And they're pretty easy to put on. You just take this little pin, black pin here, pull it down nice and tight, and slide her on. There we have it, guys. You've just converted your fast stock on your Xcr to a M4 style stock. And there you have it, guys. It quite literally is a 10-minute job once you get your tools and once you get everything going. So remember, Dlask Arms for the adapter, and happy shooting. Go out there and hit some targets, guys. Later.